single spell off, and that will seal the Roshan here for iGV. Liquid now with 2 down. Not a lot they can do to stop it this time round. Aegis into the pocket of Paparazzi. And yeah, iGV is coming back in at the right time. Nearly was falling to the time there where it looked like Liquid were going to have another chance to reinitiate, but if they're getting that sort of jump onto Matumbaman, taking the Void out, meaning for the whole duration of that fight, there was just no chance for Matumbaman to use the Chronosphere. It's going to be IG's fight any day of the week.
He's really suffering to find those. It's this vision game. It's this vision advantage. It's being able to just jump in with the Batrider, find those clean initiations because of the ward that they have placed. That one ward right there, they're perfect. Fighting around the Roche pit, they get that deep one. That's one of those. This one around the Ancient is one of those. It's known, but it's not expected because you expect everyone else to ward that high ground, the natural high ground spot. So it's a very good ward placement for them to take that Roche fight. Bottom lane, dog bites. Dropping down to the fissure, meatball.
That's something, and you can never write off a game where Liquid have Miracle. It's always going to come down to how can Vitality break high ground. They've obviously got great push, no doubt about it, with the Death Prophet and the Sven, but they're still tier 2s, they're still tier 3s, so despite the fact that IGV have this lead, again, definitely a game that, one fight and that whole 4K gold lead can totally turn around. Yeah,
the lineup of Liquid scales super hard. Like Invoker and Void, their items just keep getting more and more and more powerful. Once Void gets like Manta and the Diffusal finished up, he doesn't have to worry so much about those silences and just getting picked off like that. He actually has his own save mechanic. And Invoker just becomes, of course, you know, an absolute beast when you get your level 25, you get your Octarine, etc., your Lincolns, you have actual saves. Kuroki.
He's kind of been left behind here. Yeah, the rest of Liquid will get themselves out. Kuroki will not be as lucky. iGV take down the Shaman.
I mean, look how much. The thing is that Kuroki's actually doing very well this game too in his net worth. He's almost more than halfway to an Aghanim. That can actually have a pretty big factor in this game.
I mean, I've seen some clips where Aghanim Shaman really does do a hell of a lot of work. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it really is.
We've all seen the one where Jimmy goes and snipes the Ancient.
Yeah, that was
the tier 4s. It's
classic.
ridiculous. Well, it hits the both tier 4s at the same time, right?
Yeah, it's a split shot, and they get the increased range.
Yeah.
It's a nice change. It's interesting to see that people go for it now.
Very good for the defense as well, because I guess if you look, you've not really got the best heroes to man up and punch down the wards.
No,
I mean, yeah, it's not
Death
great.
Prophet. He can walk up, but Matu.
Again, same spot. That ward's still there, yet to be dewarded.
That ward is winning them
so much. Yeah.
It's winning them in the last like 10 minutes.
It really has, and it's been ruining Matu's game.
I think they had another one placed in that area too, right before these fights happened.
I think they're the first one get dewarded.
I think the first one did,
and then they just moved the placement. Yeah.
Sakata now, Exorcism expended. It's about 3/4 of the way done. They'll be able to get a little bit of power damage with it.
I mean, they'd love to try and force out the buyback, but only being down for 20 seconds, because of the low level he's at as well. In fact, overall hero levels, how he's sitting, he's down there. Matu is not getting much at all from this game, and you know, despite the fact that he had that solo lane at the start, it's really fallen apart from him. He's only level 14. He's less levels than the Oracle.
Yeah.
He's really struggling in experience.
Oracle gets an XP gain talent. We'll give it.
We'll give it that. Yeah,
20%. 20% can add up. No, but he's definitely having a rough game. We saw that, you know, the one Chrono top was definitely a big example that he's not feeling comfortable in being like using a Chronosphere in those spots because it's tough engagements.
I think, it really feels like it's just the lineup of Vitality. I mean, I wonder how many times has Matumbaman played Safe Lane Void when he's been against, like, I mean, Death Prophet and Oracle. I feel like that's maybe a couple of heroes that a lot of the teams that Liquid have played against in various lands coming up to this, they may not play a lot.
No, definitely. I mean, like, the silences are definitely something to be concerned about.
Yeah.
When you don't have, I mean, he's still working his way. He's far away from that Manta or that Lincoln. So he can switch to Lincolns.
Is he? Okay.
He's trying to switch to Lincolns. It's definitely needed versus the Batrider, the last one, the stuns that are coming out. But
and, you know, talking about concerned about silence, you know, Mind Control knows what up. He's got a Greaves and he's got a Yules.
Yeah, he doubled up.
Yeah, doubled up on the ability to remove it. Making sure that he gets off those ults. They can certainly be pretty huge. You know, even if it's when you get the ult out and a lot of your team die, if you're able to bring down the opposing team, you know, pretty weak in terms of their health, it can put off a potential push.
Yeah, it can be pretty obnoxious. The thing is, Oracle's very good versus it.
True. Yeah, they're certainly got ways to buff him back up.
Negate majority of it, and with Fate's Edict being maxed, you know, 7 second downtime. So it's only 2.5 second downtime, 7 second cooldown, 4.5 second uptime.
It's pretty crazy.
A lot of magic damage being negated.
It goes back in 4 seconds. RGV saying they're ready to push in. All ults are available on Liquid.
Paparazzi's ready to just jump in though. He's got Orchid. Aegis does get reclaimed just now though. That may dissuade them from being over aggressive.
And in fact, as we're sitting in mind control, just landing down the Gale, it's pushing away the Death Prophet from the tower. So they are slowing this one down, Liquid. But again, yeah, Paparazzi's position is he's really making sure that he does not get caught out, and he is guaranteed that jump.
They're backing up. Yep.
They really are.
Swearing off. The Aegis was reclaimed too. Now they just need to finish up their items. It's buybacks going along.
I mean, I guess they realize they've got the lead. They don't need to throw it. They're not at the danger zone yet, where it's because of how far behind Matuma Man is. There's not going to be this point anytime soon where he is going to become the bigger late game force.
They don't see many people farming on the map either, so
but
they know
do see Paparazzi.
She's able to slip away. They were hunting
They
for
knew
him.
He was around in the neighborhood. Yeah, the ping's coming out of the trees, wondering if he blinked out and TP'd away, but yeah.
Now they see him.
Move.
Yeah, they see him with the ward now back all the way up. 10k lead now for IGV.
Yeah.
15k experience lead. Set. The Void only level 15. Everyone else on the side of IGV actually is almost higher level than him. It's just the Earth Spirit who's lower level than the safe lane carry of the opposing team.
Matu jumps in. Jumps on the Chrono. It is just on an Earth Spirit, and the save is there from Super. With the set fuels up, I think Dogfights may live through the damage, even though Miracle tried to jump down the combo. They'll get the ultimate out to Paparazzi, but he popped the BKB in the Ghost Strength, turns towards Miracle. Miracle kind of has to run in. They're trying to kite him out. They'll turn again. Paparazzi being brought down low. He can keep himself alive if he can get the lifesteal through. Gets the stun, but oh, the ward from Mind Control will peep him down. Overall, well, they've lost one in return. They have lost Shaman. Get anything more? Liquid still sticking around. They'll find Dogfights. And to be fair, even though it didn't seem like the best of Chronos, the fight ends up going their way. And it's the massacre of the Sven, and again, he doesn't have buyback.
He finished the Bloodthorn. It's the same thing as the last game, right?
Same thing as last game.
This time it's not versus a Battle Trance Control Warlord, though. So it's a little bit different. Liquid isn't able to force it as fast, but they do have a lack of fuel. The Glyph is ready, but it's 45 seconds without a Sven. Sakata, though, Exorcism online.
He's ready to go on the back of this. They've got the silence on Matuma Man, trying to man up with the bashes onto In July. Time walk down to the low ground. Looks like he'll keep himself distant from this. And with the cross coming out here, the wall onto Fisher. It looks like with that go, so it'll be enough to keep them back, but they won't be able to catch Liquid and get any kills off the back of that push.
I think they're IGV super happy with that. It's an exorcism used, but it's an exorcism after he hits level 20, so he gets a 10% cooldown reduction, and he had an Octarine already. So it'll actually be coming online like much faster. I don't really see too many people get the cooldown reduction. I haven't seen a crazy amount of Death Prophet though.
Yeah, I guess, but I do 50 see movement speed is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I do see people go for both, but 50 is a lot. That hero's talents are hard to choose which one you really want. Because even like the 15 one, I've seen people go for the Clip Swarm cooldown. Mostly I see the cast range, but you have options. Definitely have options
hard as well. I guess he went well for the cast because landing the silence has been so crucial, and I guess it is really nice for silence.
I mean, it's. I personally like, and I've seen like a lot of people do like the cast range, but there are some people who having that Clip Swarm being able to, when you have Octarine, it's down to like a 1.5 second.
I guess, but then at that stage, the damage from that is maybe not that crazy. I know, it feels like, the crit swarm one obviously benefits one spell, but cast range, that just buffs everything.
It's everything. It's all your items. It's absolutely everything. Yeah, that's why it's like. That's good. He's got great itemization too with the Yule Solar Crest, the armor, everything's pretty much hit right on the head. How's our Miracle doing?
How's he got?
On his way towards Shiva's.
Very nicely. Oh, Midas. Come on, use your Midas, son. Come on. Do a Midas. No, he was chilling with that one. He was like, I'm going to keep a small creep up.
He's focused. Almost level 25.
Very close to 25.
I think he was buying his Shiva recipe too. He did bring. So Matu actually goes for a Shadow Blade instead of going for the Lincoln. So he's feeling like he just needs to be able to get into those backlines.
I mean, is there any sort of gem out yet on Vitality?
Yeah, In July.
They do, okay. In July just had the gem. Okay. I mean, if they can get their hands on it, obviously that Shadow Blade is going to be nice. It's sort of like the, oh crap, I got silenced, I got to walk out of it. You can use it in that manner as well. But as you say, also just getting the jump is nice.
Yeah, getting the jump in the backlines, or maybe they're going to go for this type of, all right, Mind Control push top, right, Miracle push bottom, try to catch Vitality when they're split off with these Shadow Blades. Because the GH also has a Shadow Blade in Q.
Yeah, he's nearly getting caught out there. Lincoln 4 staff out in time. Yeah, and I guess I'm probably realizing as well that IGV's warding around the areas where they're fighting has been fantastic. So yeah, just having that method of getting into the vision without spotted out initially, yeah.
And taking those straight 5v5 engagements is still very tough with like the Oracle in the back. There's two heavy frontline tanky people.
Yeah.
It's very hard for them to just straight up fight in iGV still, even though they have a good chunk of damage. Invoker, level 24.
They're going for this, yeah, smoking up and going. I mean, iGV are in a good position to hold it here as they'll jump forward. Mind Control looking to try and get in position for the ult. Will be Stormhammer, but Tumberman just goes straight up with the Chrono, holding the Oracle back. They've lost GH in return. Wards are now dropped. Mind Control does get popped in the pit, and iGV, they're not done yet. They're looking to chase for more. Up onto the high ground. KuroKy will hold back the Earth Spirit with his Jackal, but the Ghosts still go to work as that takes him down. Matu and Miracle, the only two left alive on the side of Liquid, will find another. Can they get dogfights as well? Miracle starting to bring out the Miracle Show, cleaning up. I'm actually messing up the Deafening Blast timing there. But Matu will defuse off the Yule Step to get the kill at the end of it all. Miracle, can he save Matumberman though?
Nice,
it's looking pretty grim. He's falling low. It's not enough to save him. That's going to be Matumberman falling. Miracle, the last one live. Can he really do anything about these two? He's still looking to play around with them. Paparazzi jumps forward, gets the Stormhammer connection. Shiva's Guard out in time from the Invoker. Miracle now turning, looking towards Paparazzi, ready to go back in. Silenced up. I mean, it's a long ass duration on the silence. The Typhon attempted, but the Lincoln Sphere is there to block it. Set up again with the Meteor comes through. GH back in with the Echo Slam. They are going to get both the cores. They'll take Cicada down, pop that Aegis. Shah's lighting forward, looking for dogfights, does get the roll off. Miracle and GH, can they take Cicada down a second time? He's got the BKB. Silence down to GH. GH surrounded. KuroKy coming back in. Sunstrike connects onto both. There's the AoE Deafening Blast. The right clicks fly up. Miracle, he is absolutely doing it here. He's taken down a second. He's not done yet. The BKB wears out. They will disarm Miracle, but he still continues to flow out with these invocations, looking for more. KuroKy wraps around with the Hex, but the false promise is there just in time for Super to give Cicada a second chance. The Ghost back up, bringing Kuro down low. Injalize there on the high ground with a Flame Break will get KuroKy. Mind Control's out. Miracle still around though. He wants to go back in. He gets fit just in time onto Super. Shiva's Guard connects. There's the Sunstrike. BAM! Miracle does it. Takes down another. Mega kill streak at the moment for Miracle.
Oh
going absolutely ham here.
The Miracle Show.
It really is turning into it. He'll TP out, put his hands in the air for the applause that he'll be getting from the crowd.
That was pretty impressive. And now Matu goes for the Chrono onto the Bat, but Bat with the gem able to see him just before it hits, and he's able to blink out.
It's alright. We're not looking at Matu. We're looking at Miracle this game.
Miracle for days.
Miracle's covering up the Void performance.
Yeah. That was just sick the way that he like just stood. He stood.
He just did so much on his own.
He knew God Strength was down. He knew the Exorcism was down as well. They were chasing him, and you saw that confidence. It's like as soon as they turned around, he was like, I'm definitely turning around on you guys. That quick tornado cooldown, even though he goes for the AoE Deafening Blast always because it's Miracle. His cooldowns are still great.
I mean, he's nearly got the Octarine. The cooldown is going to be even greater then.
All eyes on
Use that Midas, sell that
This is what we were
Midas.
talking about, though, right? This is
why teams ban out Invoker.
Because
you know what I mean? Like, say Miracle's on something else, this game could be going pretty differently. You know?
Yeah.
But Matu just doesn't have the farm. Mind Control as well. I mean, he has been getting the ults off, but every time, of course, he always does. He gets the ultimates off, but there's no way that he can get himself back out. So he's feeding quite a bit in terms of value to iGV in these fights.
I think something cool to point out to some players too is that you see that Miracle this game, he went for the 30% experience. He knows his team was suffering, so he knows he needs to put a lot of work in, so he needs to hit that 25.
We're seeing pretty much, that's like the majority now though, isn't it? Don't they go for the 30%?
It's a variance. I think Sumail sometimes mostly goes for the Forward Spirit, but it's still in those type of situations you want to be able to switch it up.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like it just makes absolute sense why you're getting the XP, don't you? Because your team really does rely on you to do so much. Even if Matumberman was having a better game, he's still going to be relying on that follow-up to come in and having that level 25, the full combo ready to go. That's what you need.
What's anyone else doing? Everyone else is kind of stagnated for the most part on Liquid. How does my control? I mean, Matu's actually almost got his BKB, so he's switched his build around a lot. He's really just suffering dealing versus all those silences and disables. He doesn't even feel like the Manta's enough to deal with it, clearly. So going for that BKB. He has hit level 20, though, on the Void, finally. So he gets the 120 GPM. So the later and later this does tick on, he's going to be getting quite a lot stronger. And
it's a decent amount.
It is about breaking high ground. So breaking Liquid's high ground, like you said, it's still extremely difficult. So if they can keep taking this later and later, Death Prophet and Sven do hit a peak. Invoker and Void, they keep getting quite a lot stronger.
For sure. I mean, Miracle, you could argue that Miracle himself is going to hit a peak But it's the fact that that peak is so damn high.
Big chrono now from
It
Matu.
is indeed. He catches out two. Miracle comes in with a combo. Meteor Deafening Blast, bringing the bat down. Paparazzi falls low. Does get the chance to put the BKB, the gold string. Looking for Superman. Can he get it out? No, the Shadow Blade there. Oh, the ward trap. Kuroki holds back the Sven. Jump forward from GH, bringing the Earth Spirit down. But Super's there just in time with the save. Giving Dogfights a bit more time. Can he actually live through this? Trying to roll himself away. The poison kicks him down. iGV lose two. Super, can he get out? Ooh, just in time. Will escape. But again, yeah, Matu stepping it up there, hitting the chrono that they required. Kuroki with a sweet little ward block, making sure that Matu gets out as well. Liquid, they're chasing down, see if they can get some more out of this. There's Miracle, he's coming from the backside. He's silenced up, but it doesn't matter. He's still punching as he flies out the magic. Now with the shackles locked down onto Cicada, they'll get themselves another. He can use himself up, but Matu brings him back down with the Diffusal Blade. And this game is looking to start to severely go back in the direction of Liquid.
The swing is real. Look at that, the last 10 minutes, about 10,000 plus gold swing now. Miracle just coming in super clutch. Matu though as well, hitting that absolutely perfect chrono. They needed that.
I mean,
so
that's the thing with the Void. It doesn't matter how your game's going as long as you hit that chrono.
Yep.
That's all you need with a team like Liquid.
That one was like everything kind of falling into conjunction perfectly. The ward trap from Kuro, Matu was at like 100 HP. He was about to take out from the Bloodthorn, and then the Guardian Griefs from Mind Control takes him back up. Now he's full health, and now this is them again for Brax, and a huge advantage. 40 seconds on Sven, 60 on Death Prophet. This looks like it could actually be an easy 2 sets.
There's no buyback. It may even be more than that. They can get a third set out of this. Unless they want to put it safe. We'll see how they want to do it. I mean, Matu, they've got the chrono back up in a couple of seconds. They're sticking around, I think.
Why don't they have buybacks again on these heroes? This happened the last series too. The Sven didn't have buyback, and now this time he bought Boots of Travel. So he didn't have buyback, and I think I think he bought Shiva's as well on Death Prophet. He finished up his item before he died. So yeah, they have no buy. They're actually just getting Mega Crypts and not having buybacks.
And there we have again. There's the jump forward. Matuma Man will drop down the chrono, pulling iGV apart. Super keeping himself alive. Paparazzi back in on this one. Super does hold one back, but it's not enough to keep himself in the game as Veno ticks him down. Kuroki's drop wards on the tier 4s. Paparazzi heads over to clean them up. But it's going to be Liquid cleaning up the bottom racks. GH, she's shadow blading. Coming back in on this, teasing around with the idea at least. The ults have been used, so it looks like Liquid will now back themselves up. But they've got themselves the mega creeps.
I can't believe that just happened again.
RGB, they'll get mind control. Well, I said they get mind control. They could have had to put a bit of work in on them to his. He's got the Yule Scepter. The fishing of they're not even going to get mind control. He's fine.
But now,
they'll get him eventually, but he's certainly making them work for it. I mean, finally there with the stun connection. They had to put the God Strength as well, just to make sure they finally get rid of that pesky Banana Man. And Matu, he's camping the fountain.
He buys a Dagon.
Oh.
And now he's getting... That's
what you get if you camp the fountain, ladies and gentlemen. That is a lesson for you boys and girls. Don't be a douche. Don't fountain camp.
Don't fountain camp.
Don't fountain camp.
But I actually just can't.
Because you might imagine if that froze the game. He's down for 70 seconds without buyback.
No.
If they just push mid and end.
Okay,
he's got ghost.
All right, well,
if he's just thrown the game, no, surely not. I mean, Miracle's still alive.
Miracle's alive. He's 6 slotted as Miracle with a refresher. I think they're going to be able to hold the side lanes. They're going to push it naturally. Mega creeps are still such a devastating thing to deal with.
You don't think there's a chance they could just close it in 50 seconds?
No.
That would have been pretty grim for Liquid.
I think it's too scary too. Like Kuroki's got Aghanim's. What if he just bots into the base and he just kills stuff?
It's just messing around with his illusion.
Yeah.
Come on. There we go.
Oh, I mean, like honestly, the IGV is they're probably kicking themselves in the butt right now, being like, I can't believe we just don't have buybacks after having such a good game. They actually just lose a succession of 6 Raxes like that. That's a big mistake, for sure.
I feel like he was cleaning out the bottom lane and the neutral camp. So why is he not in the mid lane? Get him in the mid lane. He's got DD. Push down mid. Matu's no buyback. I guess they didn't know that Matuma Man has no buyback.
I think they're probably like they're probably having the same discussion where they're probably like, I can't believe we just did that. They're probably just stuck in their heads right now because that's what it looks like. Paparazzi literally just went to pretty much that the thing when you go into the back of your head where you're just like, I'm just gonna go farm because something bad just went happen completely and I don't know what kind of happened in the game. Like you lose your entire feel of everything because they were in a perfectly fine spot. Like you look at the net worth and it's literally in a succession of like 3 minutes. It's a 15,000 gold swing. Just because I know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Liquid back up. Matuma Man, he's joining the ranks again.
Matu sold his Dagon. Bought a
It
Dagon
was like, let's not be silly.
and sold it right away. I mean,
let's not be silly.
he shouldn't be. He really shouldn't be at this stage. I mean, I don't know if it was him who probably just decided to sell, but his teammates would probably like, dude, come on. It's not just about respecting him, but it's... I mean, sometimes things could happen. Something devastating could go wrong. We're not leading this game entirely.
I mean, that's the thing. Dagon's not even good this game, is it?
No, it's a void. It's a void. You should never know.
There we have it. Aegis into the hands.
Cicada.
And he's got BKB still.
Trying to bait it.
Yeah, we'll see if they can push it out of him. Nice self-heals there to dodge the EMP. Already on the back lines though. Mind control, but Timberman have found the Oracle. Hex and Shackles there in time. Oh, Oracle does get the false promise off. Could be pretty big here. Cicada gets off the Ghost as well. There's the lasso holding Miracle in place. They gave the Aegis, of course, to Timberman, so Miracle is not going to have that second life. He's down for 99 seconds. It's his turn to be without, but what is it with pro players and not saving for buyback today, Fog? We're seeing it a few times. Matu will clean up a second at least. iGV still have Cicada and Paparazzi alive, and there's no mind control.
Oh, Matu trying to bait the gem.
They may just get in July. They do. Gems on the decks, but Cicada, can he punish this? Comes forward. Kuroshi's like, I will take the gem! But he's not getting away with that one. Paparazzi slams him down.
He knew he was dead.
Maybe they can get the gem after all. What? Oh, GH!
Oh, no, he went back in.
No, GH, pick the gem up and jump back in! Oh, GH! Oh, GH!
Still alive? He's got Shadow Blade in one.
He's not. Oh, he's going. Oh, GH gets himself. He's going. No, he's not going to go back in.
Matu's trying to go. They're trying to go back.
He's going to go back in. GH.
Oh no, there's a sentry there.
Oh no, come on, Matu, not to the sentry. The Fisher. Can it save him? It will.
Come on, guys.
Oh, Paparazzi doesn't have any vision on himself. Okay, now
he gets silenced.
He's got the blood on the Stormhammer. It's only the Aegis though. Both the Aegis. Meanwhile, of course, they are losing tier 4, so they're in trouble at home. IGV. But it's getting a little clowny here. But at the end of the day, GH holds on to the gem. He keeps it. He's got a silver edge done as well. Why not? Regen rune as well. iOS Frog on his side.
That was a clutch false promise there by Super. He was.
I can't believe he got out.
He was dying.
Yeah.
He was literally about to die, and he gets
got
off on
out.
Cicada. So that actually won them that entire engagement because they weren't able to chain CC Cicada before the Exorcism comes out. And Miracle not having buyback, so slows Liquid down for a bit. But yeah, it's still mega creeps, so they still have massive amount of momentum. Yeah, but yeah, about a 5,000 gold swing for IGV there.
At least you got a Sven, you know what I mean? But it's a decent way to push these waves out. The rest of the teams are struggling a little bit with these stronger creeps, but Paparazzi can do it.
Invisibility.
Yeah, it's just
And I don't know if you know. Did you know this as well with Sven? He's gone for the Stormhammer cooldown.
been seeing that a
Which
lot more often.
we were seeing that with minutes play just now.
Yeah.
I get it, but as we've seen with those last few fights, just having that. I mean, what does it bring down to? This 5 seconds.
5 seconds. Yeah, we've been seeing actually a lot of people doing that one now instead of the 6. You already have your damage for the most part as a
Sure,
Sven.
that's true. You've already got damage.
So it's about not getting kited, and what helps you not get kited is the enemy, of course, stunned. Makes sense.
Same with Bit, getting themselves back into position to try and push forward again. July getting swagged on there by GH and Miracle. That's going to be without the Bat Rider for 80 seconds. Again, sideline, but Superman drops the chrono, finds dogfights. That's going to be a second down. And now down 2, Cicada saved just in time by the false promise, gets the ghost out. But this is fine. Liquid wanted to do that. They wanted to poke out the ult, poke out the BKB. Talking about ults getting dropped down. Paparazzi in trouble outside of the base. Does have buyback. He's going to be back for round 2 on this one. He's still without 2 of his teammates, but Superman pops the BKB, goes for the retreat, knows to be aware of Paparazzi with a potential stun. Sentry not quite having the range there to get the vision on GH's. Paparazzi throws out the Stormhammer, but it does not make the connection. He'll look towards Miracle, tries to get the side stun off the Forge Spirit, knowing that Miracle had that Lincoln Spin. Was unsuccessful as Miracle, a little too quick. Off the back of that Ghost Walk
Liquid's just
exit,
dancing around him.
Yeah, they're pushing back in now. Paparazzi, no BKB, gets hexed up now with the BKB on cooldown. Cicada does have his own, will land the silence onto Miracle. They're going to stun onto Matuma. They've got the root as well. Have they got the damage? No, not quite enough. Matuma able to time walk back out. Paparazzi jumps in with the Bloodthorn. Should be able to punish Kuro at least, but they've lost the tier 4. The mega creeps really coming in as they're swarming up IGV. There's the jump forward again from Matuma. Looking for the bashes on Super, isn't going to quite get it. Yules up onto the Death Prophet, keeping him alive, duking out the EMP. The Octarine heals certainly helping out, but Paparazzi is out of mana. No chance to throw out any more Stormhammers. They will hold by the looks of it for a little longer, IGV.
Matu is gonna get lassoed. He should be able to get brought down for a reason.
They are holding Fog, but Can they really do anything to stop this inevitable ending?
It doesn't look like it. That was the Sven
so
buyback,
yeah.
and that was the refresher from the Death Prophet as well.
Okay.
The next push should be Liquid's. Time to end it. All the buildings actually are dead except for one. So there's no creeps, nothing tank inside of the creeps. And I believe the Venno hit level 25 too, so we have those 3x Plague Wards.
He's got keys in his pocket as well, mind control. Yeah. Every chance to live and get that ultimate out in the midst of it all. Miracle himself, of course, with his own refresher, ready to go back in.
Arcane rune too. Arcane and DD.
My goodness. Not something you want to see in the hands of a level 25. If you're the opponents, if you're Liquid, you're pretty happy.
They're definitely feeling great. They're probably lost awards as well.
Dire are scanning.
Yep, IGV just locked in their base. Just trying to defend against the Mega Creeps wall. Liquid trying to press a little bit more of their advantage. Even Kuroki's like, you know what, I might as well just farm some neutrals. He might be able to get a refresher as well, and that's when they just want to close it out mid lane.
Oh yeah, GH, he's just playing around with Cicada. But with the blink as well, nearly didn't make it there. That crit swarm connected, could have been in trouble. GH, he knows what he's doing. Right.
It's so hard to keep the lane pushed out though. It's like impossible for IGV to really do it properly. Sven's the only one who can do it in a great fashion. But Miracle's just set up bottom now, trying to go for pressure on him.
They have got a grab here. It is Kuroki, but indeed it's going to be home where the help is needed. Paparazzi pots the BKB. TP starting to come through. GH jumping in, and that is going to be Paparazzi going down. Definitely blast flies through. No buyback on the Sven in July. He is gone as well. Oh, I say that he's got false promise, but I don't think it matters as the rest of Liquid turn towards the Ancient. Fortification will come out. But can GV really hold without Paparazzi in the game? That is the question. Miracle picks up the double kill as he takes down the bat, and GG is cool.